Well, now we arrive in Czechia or Czech Republic, as you can see. Part of the, let's call it Czechoslovakia. We Czechoslovakia in the last video. Now we're gonna check the other half of the Czechoslovakia. So we're gonna see how well they're doing here too. The main differences between them, yeah, the size of the country not too different. I would say the population it's double, so that's gonna be interesting. 10.5 million people here, but let's see how they live. Much closer to Germany, much closer to the west, I guess. So let's check a bit for the borders. I think they have even a border with Switzerland. No, my mistake, with Austria and Germany. The main one, let's say, more developed than them. Let's call it like that. Especially back in the day. Let's see how well they're doing. Yeah, the street views, it's absolutely, I mean, it's insane. Look at how many roads do they have here. I cannot even see the country, for God's sake. I can't even the border. Look how many rows they have. From above already looks nice, but let's check it from the ground level. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we start really good. Really good start, and this is from June 2025, and it looks great. We are on the good start. Let's go in those more urban area. Let's see how they doing here in the middle of nowhere, by the way. Yeah, roads pretty good, houses pretty nice. They kind of feels like they start to move away from these fences everywhere. Yeah, they still have a lot to work with. But we see each and there someone improving that department. Yeah, this guy is gonna be a rich guy. I mean, look at this. They have on some sort of a BMW hybrid electric one. The house is nice. And it feels again like in the middle of nowhere. The way they collect garbage, pretty good too. I guess good for them. Again, roads pretty nice. Here they didn't have paved roads, and this is from 2022. And like I say, and then you're gonna see, what is that? Right here, they paved the roads until 2025, so they're doing pretty well there. This small village, I would say, still looking pretty good. Very narrow streets, as we are used to it by now. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. I guess look at this. It's a small village in the middle of nowhere, then they still manage somehow to make it pretty nice and welcoming. So good for them. See, they kind of move away from those fences, what I said. It's gonna be a long path until you're gonna see no fences whatsoever in Europe, but it's a start. You know, you have to start from somewhere, and they do that. Let's move to this urban center. Let's see how nice it is here. I think they hit their home with wood here, which is not exactly my favorite way of hitting your home, but it's a nice. I mean, house is nice, but the garden it's oof. And they have one of those modern cars, so that's pretty good for them too. Roads looking pretty good. The landscape, the views, amazing. I mean, you're not gonna feel like you're missing something because you don't live, let's say, in an urban area or something like that. Urban area, a big city. This is also an urban area. It's worth it. Like I say, yeah, a lot of people are probably gonna start moving. This is a house or an apartment building. I'm not sure. It could be an apartment building, which is pretty strange looking, but kind of interesting. At least they don't have those multiple store ones, so it's pretty good. Cars again, pretty good here too. Yeah, you don't feel like you're missing much if you don't live in a huge city. Actually, it's gonna look even better living here. I mean, I would prefer something like that over a huge city every single time. Just looks way better. The problem that we have with small towns, small cities, let's say it's not small towns, villages, stuff like that. It's very hard to find good jobs and job at all. So that's a lot of people moving away. If somehow the government fix that, we're gonna be witness a huge exodus of people leaving big cities for small towns, and you're gonna start looking like this. I mean, it's already look pretty nice. I already have Penny here, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not Lidl, but fine. Okay, we can look a bit more. We can find a Lidl too. Usually they stay close together, those stores. Oh, we have a Kaufland, so I guess it's pretty good too. So where is the Lidl? I'm still going for that. The bus station looks pretty nice. Cars on the road are pretty nice. Um, hey, it is Lidl right here. See? Oh, it's not? No, it's some sort of a mall, I guess. I thought it's Lidl for a second. No, it's some stores. But definitely we can find Lidl here pretty soon if we look hard enough. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. You have everything you need here in this town. And I like those small towns because even here in the big city that I live, I'm still walking a lot. And I do mean a lot. So in a small town, it'd be like, probably I don't even need a car here, but even if you have a car, it's gonna be even much more fun to drive one of those. You don't have busy roads, you don't have even stoplights at some point. I think you don't have that many. Here it's on the field and they still have some sort of you can see some sort of paved roads here, which is insane. I guess good for them. Someone even live here. I mean, those people are actually pretty nice in here. I mean, like they have the forest right there, the fields here. I mean, that's a pretty good life if you ask me. I mean, you want to live forever if you live in a place like that. And even they have some sort of a lake here. Wow, that's very good. I mean, you can take a bath here, enjoy the life. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so far looking pretty good. I was kind of worried to be honest. Well, it's a huge city. I was worried, and I'm still am yet not finished with these worries. Uh, Probably this is Prague. I'm not sure. The worry that I have is when you have that much population, it's double than we saw. It is Prague or not? I'm not sure. No, it's Brno. Let's check this one too. When you have that much population, double than we see in Slovakia, sorry. Usually things are not going that well in the big cities, but also in the countryside. And I keep saying that when you have big population, it's always, absolutely always hard to manage than country with small population. The worst you can have it's big population in big countries. That's gonna be a lot of taxes, a lot of infrastructure, a lot of chaos is the worst. It's way better to have just small countries with a small population. Always better no matter what. It's better. So yeah, if you want to move in a country aiming for that, at least in my opinion, it's gonna serve you much better. Here it seems to do pretty well, even for 10 million people. Probably they're gonna do much better with 5 million or even 1 million. But yeah, we'll see how the population trend is gonna go in a few minutes. I mean, when I check those countries, like I say, you can stay hours and hours on those one and you do not get bored. It's like, it's really nice. Those apartment buildings, yeah, the communist one, not like it. Not for me at all. Like I say, I'm waiting for a decommunization program. They're gonna say, hey, we're gonna demolish every communist building and we're gonna give the land to the people. And if you cannot afford to buy a house, knows, maybe gonna give some even money on the property that they agreed to sell to the government to demolish the building. And the rest of them is going to be like, I don't know, zero interest loans. You can actually build a brand new house. Very efficient, very nice in a mountains, let's say, area. Or outside the main cities. Maybe, who knows, creating new cities, I would say. That would be pretty good, huh? That would be pretty nice. Because they seems to have a good job, even pretty much all over the Europe. Oh, some sort of the quarry here with building the infrastructure, let's say, in these small towns overall. So they're doing a pretty good job. That's a nice view with preparing, let's say, the population to move outside the city. So that's good. That's really good. So like I say, I assuming pretty soon we're gonna see a lot of people moving out. I assuming again. I think that's Prague right here. Let me check for a second. It looks great from above, but yeah, again, it's a city. Not a big fan of those. Never will be, no matter how great it looks, no matter how nice they're trying to make. It will never be like a nice, small mountain village or mountain town. But here, yeah, the architecture is nice. I mean, it's nice to visit one of those places, but living in one of those, oh, look at this S-Class, pretty good. Living in a place like that, oh, not a big fan, not a big fan at all. But yeah, this is from September 2025, so very recently. Cars here, they are pretty luxury, so they're doing very well financially, at least from what we can see. Yeah, not for everyone. A lot of people are not gonna do that well. Like I said, we have 10 million people here. Somebody, at least 90% of the population, is gonna be left behind, just the way it is. That's the system, I would say, that we have so far. But the city is clean. I like it. It's nice. I'm not sure exactly how the crime rate is here, but probably it's Europe, major European city, so a lot of pickpockets here. So be careful if you go there. They gonna try to steal your money or your wallet or everything you have on you. So be careful with that. Yeah, here, oh, that's an interesting Peugeot, the facelift one. Yeah, houses, some of them not so great, others pretty decent. I mean, look at this guy garden, it's just great. Houses not so much. We saw in the countryside much better houses, and definitely much cheaper than here in Prague. God knows how much it's gonna cost to build a house here or buy one of those here. So that's the sad part. Oh, I like those roads with cubic stones, pretty nice. We have a bus station here. Let's check the bus station. Oh, not so great. Like I say, it's a really good indicator of civilization, how the bus station looking and the education of the people. And here, it didn't score that great points, I have to say. Maybe it's a bad area, but it doesn't look like that. But unfortunately, they lost some few points there, I have to say. I never understand those graffiti. It looks horrible. I don't know exactly what they're doing. It just, if you have like pretty nice drawing, yeah, it could be something, but even then I'm not agreeing with that. But just pretty much doing that, whatever that's supposed to be, just you should be, I don't know, I don't believe in fines, but if you do something like that, you should get like 100 hours of community services, which would be like covering all the graffiti in the town or in those 100 hours. That would be a really good punishment, I would say. Not, I say, I don't believe in fines and stupid things like that, but if you do things like that, that should be the punishment, I would say. What is going on here? We have some problem with the server of the Google Earth. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, from a bit from above, can't see that much from those trees. A lot of green, which is good. Have some decent houses in some area. Let's move out to the other. Okay, big city is not my thing. No matter how much you're trying to make them look good, I don't like it. It's just like I say, not for me. Not huge mountains in these regions. You don't have that much access to them, let's say, but they have a few of them. So yeah, wow, that's pretty good here. Look at this guy's house. Ooh, that's a dream right here. I mean, it looks great. Look at this. Nice, those fields, how nice they look. Yeah, house is not so great, but that always can be improved. Easy improve on that part. So hopefully I'm not going outside the borders again. Let me check that. Let's check this one. It seems to have a bit more wow, it's like a summer camp. What is here? Things like that. Oh, they even have some sort of a lake here or the river. Let's check this one. Oh yeah, you can take a bath here. Definitely. I mean, look how nice it is. It does. Europe have one of the greatest mountains. It's a nice place. It's a nice place. Let's check some other sides here on the countryside. I want to check this village. How bad it could be. It feels very remote area. And like any other country, they have good areas and bad areas. This one, pretty basic, I would say. But they have paved roads. I'm not sure if they have water here, but probably they have. I'm not sure about the sewage. I don't see it. Yeah, it looks a bit more polar area than we saw. But not so bad at the same time, you know, not so. We definitely see much worse ones. Check these small ones. Nice house, good roads, a lot of green. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Decent cards. This is 2025, very recently. Wow, look at those plants here. Looking pretty good. And no fences. They moving towards that, I would say. They moving to that. Even they realize it probably, wow, so the old houses here. They realize that I don't believe someone living in this house. Oh, they do. That's pretty bad. And probably there are those guys. I don't think they like those fences either too, but they were gonna move away from that pretty soon, I would say. So yeah. Wow, look at those plants here. Look at those trees. Pretty nice. You see, that's privacy. You don't see anything inside. It's green. It looks great from the outside. It looks even great from the inside. It stopped the road noise, although I don't think there's that much noise on this road. Yeah, bus station again. That graffiti doesn't look so great. Yeah, they have to work in that department, I would say. But Slovakia, which is much more east, I think it looks a bit better. But again, they have half of the population, so that's what I'm saying when I say small countries with low population, usually they do much better. They genuinely do much better. Here, yeah, I don't think they have even that much mountains. A bit jammed everyone together, but still pretty good. I mean, it's pretty decent. That's a rich guy here with the 7 Series. It's green. They have good, decent roads. Not this one. This one looks pretty decent. A lot of greens. Decent space. Not much. I would like to see even more than that. Not that much space, to be honest with you. But I guess it's better than again what we saw in other countries. So yeah, wow, that's really nice. I mean, look at this. That's a nice place to build a house, I would say. But look at this street. That's a nice view going home. Imagine this going this. It's a fall. It's October, but when you see every one of those leaves going yellow and red, that will look even better. Yeah, they doing pretty good job with the urbanization. Let's say the way they build the building code. It's pretty good. Oh, even the people have good taste of the homes. I mean, it's decent. It's better than my country for sure. 100%. Looking pretty good overall, yeah. They keep the land pretty nice. I don't see garbage. I don't think we saw any garbage anywhere. So that's pretty good. The bus station, yeah, they need to work on them done. Roads, pretty good too. Not so bad. Yeah, 30 kilometers speed limits, not even close. Should be like no speed limits outside the urban areas. That's my take on these ones. I don't know. We will see when they're gonna have that too, if we're ever gonna have that. Another small town here, or let's check this one. Yeah, it does pretty. Okay, the job market is the biggest problem, I would say. If somehow they manage to do money from everywhere, a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, will move away from the city to the countryside immediately. I would say immediately. It's just way better, way better. Life moving slowly, not that many people, not that many problems. You can park the car everywhere you want. It's just way, way better. And they seems to have a lot of roads here. I mean, like, look at this. Every single one of those lines are road, for God's sake. And the entire country is covered in roads. Not sure exactly what's happening here, but doesn't look that great. It feels like an abandoned village here, to be honest. See, they have a lot of land that can just give it away to the people that wants to move in those area, and they can build nice houses with nice garden, with big lands. I mean, can you imagine having an entire land like this just for you? I mean, look at this. All this land for one. Ooh, that'll be great. That'll be really good. And they have a lot of land to give it away, to move the population from the cities to the country. And trust me, it will happen. Pretty soon it will happen. I'm not sure exactly in my lifetime, but it will happen. It's just people are done with the cities. They don't like it, and they never like it. That's interesting lake there. Here again, looks like an abandoned one. It doesn't seem to have that many people living here, and clearly probably the older population stay here. Yeah, and it's very small. Okay, it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have that much mountains here. It's much more flat land compared with Slovakia. So yeah, that's kind of a sad. Slovakia looks better with that mountains. But even here, they have a lot of land. Probably they have a lot of agriculture here. Doing pretty good. It's livable, definitely livable. So yeah, let's go with the numbers now. We see, like I said, we can spend hours in those videos checking how people living in these lands. It's pretty good, pretty good. Population 10.5 million people and rising, as you can see. Watch this. 1955, 9.2 million people. With 0.8% increase rate, that'll be roughly around 75,000 people. Migration back then minus 1,500. Median age 31 years old. Fertility rate 2.6. Density 120 people per square kilometers, and 57% of the population living in an urban area with 5.3 million to manage. That's very high. Look at this. Fast forward to 2025 population, 10.6 million people. So they can see they stay around 10 million people for the entire history of them. And since last year, they go down too in population, but now it's minus 1.1% decrease in population. Really changes minus 126,000 people, and they have a huge influence in 2023, probably again in 2022. Ukrainians came in here, so those that I kind of distort, I would say. Look at this, 329,000 people in 2022, definitely Ukrainians, and now they're leaving. Not sure exactly if they're going back or they're moving even more west. I'm not sure. Yearly change, like I see, 126,000 on minus. Migration 112,000 on minus. Median age 43 years old. Fertility 1.4, 1.5. So that below replacement in 1985 and for briefly in 1970s. Okay. Density 137 people per square kilometers and 75% living in an urban area. Okay, with almost 8 million people to manage. Watch this. By 2050, population is gonna go under 10 million. They're gonna be 9.8 million people with minus 28% decrease in population, with roughly around minus 27,000 people. So not a huge differences, I would say. Those here don't count them because, like I say, they kind of, those information are kind of destroyed, let's say, by Ukrainians. So we're not gonna take in consideration, but population is gonna go down slowly, I would say, but we will see. Migration plus 10,000 this time, so that's pretty interesting. They have migration on plus for the pretty much entire history, except those years when, like I say, Ukrainians kind of disturb the data. But from the after 1990s, after the communist bloc collapses, they kind of receive people. So yeah, looking pretty good, the country, but 10 million people is still a lot for a place like this. And they now receive 10,000 people, they say, by 2050 every year. Median age 46 years old, so not that old comparing with 2025. Fertility rate 1.5, 1.6, not that much changes there. 127 people per square kilometer. And urban population around 85% with 8.2 million to manage. Yeah. Life expectancy here is extremely high. 80 years old for both sexes. Females 83 years old and males 77 years old, which is huge. Infant mortality rate 2.1 and the standard age of 5 2.5. Those are really good numbers, and even those numbers they're going down with them, so that's pretty good for them. Well, demographics here, as you can see, the base of the pyramid not that solid, so that's interesting, but we will see how that's gonna be. I don't have the surplus population here, but yeah, I don't think it matters that much. Economic wise, well, I don't like those huge buildings. I mean, the highest building that I can accept is this green one for business purposes. Anything else has to go, my opinion again. GDP 360 billion US dollars nominal and 745 billion US dollars PPP, which is pretty good. Growing rate, yeah, not great at all. 0.7, 2.4, and 2.6 for economy like this. It should be at least 5%. Per capita, 33,000 nominal, which is pretty good, and 60,000 US dollars PPP. Not so bad. I have to say, not so bad. Agriculture, 2.3%. Wow, it seems like, judging by the how much land they cover in those fields, that's gonna be much more than that. Okay. This is from 2017, by the way. Numbers, industry 36% and services 60%. Pretty strong industry there, I would say. Inflation in 2024, 2%. Usually the banks, central banks, aiming for those 2%. Again, for me, any inflation is bad no matter what. Anything above zero, it's way too much. What else can we find here? Unemployment, 2.6% in 2021, and youth unemployment, the rising, they say, okay, almost 9%. But again, these 15 to 24 numbers are misleading in my opinion. Average salary we have in those Czech crowns, so I'm not sure exactly how big it is. Thankfully, we have in euros too. So it's like the gross salary, it's the average one, 1,832 euros, and I think this is the net one. It's 1,539 euros. So they don't pay that much in taxes here, I guess. Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. What else can we find? Yeah, they export a lot to Germany, Slovakia, and Poland, and they import a lot from Germany, China, and Poland. Okay. What else can we find here? The industry, like I say, doing pretty well in this part of the Europe. Corruption. Let's see how well they're doing. They seem to do a bit better than Slovakia, so we will see. We will see about that. Let's see. Czech Republic, where is it? Czech Republic, 56 points, and then down 5 points. Ooh, corruption even here, it doesn't look that great. It looks bad. I mean, it's perceived 56 points as less corrupt, but just barely. And something happened to Europe. I don't know. Look at this. It's a lot of corruption. In the East, you can understand it, fine. But even Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, Poland, a lot of corruption. A lot of corruption. What's happening? It's insane. When it became that corrupt, for God's sake? I guess money. We're living in those money culture period, but that's insane. Yeah. What else can we find about those guys? Yeah, capital is Prague. They speak Czech as a language. Religion. Watch this. 56, almost 57% no religion. I think it's the biggest no religion country in the world. Christianity, just 11%, and 30% unanswered. So it could be even higher than 56%. Pretty interesting numbers. Wow. The most no religion atheistic country, I would say. But yeah. What else can we find? Here they are part of the history. Czech Republic, geography. Oh, they have some pretty decent mountains in some area, but not that much, as we can saw. Pretty big country also. Nice buildings. Visa free. I'm not interested in visa free. They have Skoda. Now it's part of the VW group, but yeah, they used to make really good cars. Even now they do it, like I say, under the German brands, German group, but still. Looking pretty good. Yeah, Czech Republic, not so bad at all. I kind of prefer Slovakia, to be honest. Less people, more mountains. But Czech Republic is not bad at all. I mean, looks pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, if you are from there, just look at this beer. Nice. Check the other videos that I make. And also leave a comment and say how things are there from the ground level. Because from above it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm sure it's not gonna be perfect, because no country is perfect, and especially with God knows what's happened right now in Europe. Things, let's say, is not how it used to be, I would say, in most of the cases, but in other cases, like I said, we have even those villages that starts to look better and better, and like I say, pretty soon they're gonna start to look more appealing than the main city. So we're gonna see a pretty huge shift in population moving back to the countryside where they belong. To be honest, everyone belongs there, not in the main cities. I mean, they should never be in a city bigger than 1 million people, even by today's standards, and by the really nice one standards, no more than 100,000 people. That's my opinion. That should be the maximum allowed in a city, no more than a big city, huge one, the biggest one, no more than 100,000 people. And those nice villages, small ones, like 1,000 people around that, and bigger one, 10,000. And I think we can live pretty good like that. So yeah, that was the Czech Republic, pretty nice. Check, like I said, the other videos that I make, and if you live there, leave a comment, say how things are really here. It's a nice position too also, yeah, pretty good, pretty good.